Hello, Matthew Sweigart here with Heart Mind Healing Arts. Today I want to bring you a very special Qigong introductory lesson, if you will, or guidance or insight or inspiration, anything that word that you want to use to describe how this might make you feel. And what I want to talk today about is Wuji, or the practice of oneness. And Wuji is a posture that we take on in Qigong. It's actually the first basic posture of Qigong. Stand like a tree, it's been called. Stacking the bones, it's been called. We're going to take a look at that and what we call the three intentful corrections of the posture, the breath, and the mind. So these are the big three: the posture, the breath, and the mind. And we want to cultivate a feeling that is known as Wuwei, or Wuwei is non-doing, also translated as effortless effort. So there is some effort involved, but it needs to be harmonious, smooth, flowing, and effortless, in harmony. Wuwei, while we practice Wuji. Now, why would we want to practice Wuji? Why would we want inner harmony? Of course, there are many benefits to just being at peace and being content rather than being in chaos and distress. And it might address many modern maladies or issues around anxiety or depression or what have you that trips you up or gets you stuck. So to this study and practice, I want to bring up something that was identified as the sensitivity cycle by Ron Kurtz. And Ron Kurtz was the founder and creator of the Hakomi method of body-centered psychotherapy. So it has a lot to do with inquiry and befriending yourself, being friendly toward yourself. And the sensitivity cycle has to do with receiving nourishment. Now, the truth is, when you take effective action, the hope is that you will find satisfaction from that. And that satisfaction will be nourishing to you. Once you're satisfied, then you can relax and rest. Find a sense of inner peace. There's no more striving because you have a sense of completion and satisfaction. Now, when you rest and you are in this peaceful place, the invitation is to search for, or allow, actually, even a better word. Don't search, don't seek, just allow. Allow clarity to arise. How many times in our life do we just rush willy-nilly from one thing to the next, and it all becomes kind of muddy? It's not very clear. But if we can give ourselves this peaceful, restful, quiet place, from that, allow clarity to arise. And from that clarity, we will then know the next step to take in our life process. And that step will be effective action. With a good Wuwei practice, that effective action will also be effortless. It will be a non-doing doing. We're human beings, not human doings, right? We get caught up in the doing and we start judging ourselves on whether we've done enough or whether we're doing enough. And the Tao Te Ching teaches us that one who is always doing is always leaving things undone. The universe does nothing and accomplishes all things. So at the core of our practice is this standing posture called Wuji, which was before Tai Chi. Tai Chi is yin yang. Before Tai Chi, oneness. After Tai Chi, oneness. During Tai Chi, oneness. Wuji, Wuwei, harmony, effortlessness, non-doing. The non-doing that equates to effective action, and that effective action leads to satisfaction and nourishment. And when you're satisfied and nourished, you can rest and relax. And in your relaxation and your rest, clarity can arise. And from that clarity, you can once more engage in effective action. This is the sensitivity cycle. Sensitivity cycle. And when we have this level of sensitivity and we've overcome barriers to each of these stages, we can find that sense of fulfillment, Wuwei, and effective action in non-doing. So that's my little philosophical preamble to the Wuji posture, which is a standing posture. I mentioned stacking the bones or stand like a tree. And this is a basic posture in all Wuji, in all Qigong practice. I once learned that in the ancient schools of China, when you studied Qigong, this was the only posture you would do for the entire first year of your training. We in the West are particularly attracted to lots of movement, lots of activity, but this is actually a stillness practice to drop us into our Wu Wei, our Wuji posture. 3 intentful corrections: posture, breath, and mind. First one is posture. Stand upright, comfortably upright. Upright at ease is the character for health. All right, there are 2 characters in the character for health. Upright at ease. So stand at ease on both of your feet. Your knees are gently soft, not bent, but not straight and locked back, just gentle. Your tailbone is relaxed, your elbows elevate out to the sides. You tuck your chin back at the same time as lifting your chest slightly and just barely open your eyes. In other words, almost closed. The focus is inward. Let the tip of the tongue float up to the top palate behind the top teeth and rest there. And you have corrected your posture. Now, in this standing postural moment, turn your attention to your breath and let your breath be steady, even, smooth. And the third correction is your mind. Still and quiet your mind. Enter into the Qigong state of mind, the Wuwei, effortlessness. Let the muscles of your body hang off your skeleton like a suit of clothing on a hanger in the closet. Let the thoughts float through your mind like clouds floating through the sky. The sky need not cling to the clouds. So your mind need not cling to your thought. Allow them to float through. This is Wuji. This is Wuwei. I have a nice little fountain in the background. There's quiet sounds from all around me in my world. There are quiet sounds around you in your world. You might have some gentle music playing in the background if it pleases you. But the most important thing to cultivate in Wuji is the internal awareness of breath and allowing the thoughts to float through your mind like clouds through the sky. And to simply maintain this upright posture at ease, dissolving, softening any unnecessary tension in your body. Breath, deep and steady. The invitation is to stand in Wuji for up to 20 minutes a day. If you can stand in Wuji for just 90 seconds, you will achieve the first level of Wuji practice, which is to simply relax. Often the first 90 seconds, that's all you really can do, is discover the path to relaxing, to be at ease. And allow the breath to continue to flow. As you deepen beyond 90 seconds, you drop deeper and deeper into the way of Wuji, the way of Wuwei, the way of non-doing. After your prescribed time, whatever amount of time you've allowed yourself to practice, just gently release the elbows down, soften through any relaxation in the shoulders that you need. Roll the joints. We did a little rolling of the joints earlier in one of my earlier videos. So you can reacquaint yourself with that practice and just come out and welcome the benefits of practicing Wuji. And I hope that in this little practice, you have been able to just touch for a moment even Wuwei, inner harmony, non-doing. Effective action arises from non-doing. From your effective action, you attain satisfaction. When you're satisfied, you can rest. And in that resting, clarity can arise, supporting you in taking the next step. Welcome to Qigong. Consider joining us for practice 4 times a week. There's a link somewhere on this video where you can click through and find out information of how you can subscribe and join us. In the meantime, practice your Wuji. Practice touching and being in Wuwei. Until next time, I'm Matthew Sweigart. Thank you so much. Be well.